Hi, we have got a wall and we've got our mats out today, and we are going to be doing another fabulous wall Pilates workout, and the focus of this workout is your hips. We're going to open those hips. We're going to focus on getting as much movement as we can. We're going to feel that stretch on our adductors, on our inner thighs. It's going to be brilliant. You can keep your socks on for today's workout. That's going to help your feet glide against the wall, and you are just going to enjoy moving. You're going to listen to my cues, and we're going to adjust our position. We're going to get nearer the wall, further away. So don't worry too much about the setup. I'll talk you through it once we get down on the mat. Just enjoy moving, listen to your bodies, and before you lie down, if you've yet to subscribe, I want you to hit that button. Hit it now, and then you're allowed to join in with us. As you bring yourself down onto the mat, I want you to place your glutes more than a foot's width away from the wall. So as I have a glance now, my pelvis, my lower back is sitting about probably 2 lengths of my feet away from the wall. So as you bring your foot onto the wall, you want to have your knees just slightly forward of your hips. Okay, we can just move on the mat. As we go through the workout, we might move closer to the wall, we might move further away, depending on the exercise and how our hips are feeling. So as I mentioned in the introduction, today's workout is all about the hips, increasing that range of movement. And at points, we're going to be very much activating your glutes. And in order to stabilize your spine on the mat, we're going to be engaging our abdominals. Okay, so before we start, okay, you've got your feet firmly planted against the wall. We're going to lift our lower back away from the mat. And I do that by tucking my pelvis. So I'm tipping my pelvis down towards the bottom of the mat. And then think about going the other way. So you're rolling your spine, you're imprinting your lower back, and you're tipping your tailbone up. We press our tailbone down and up. So my lower back's now imprinted on the mat. And then as I roll, I can feel my lower back lifting. And just one more of each. And then you're going to find that midpoint between this tuck and this tilt. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to slide both feet up the mat. So I have got socks on, because I feel like my feet slide better on the wall. It's up to you. Bare feet, socks, entirely up to you. So you want to have your feet just slightly wider than your hips, okay? Legs are nice and straight, collarbone nice and wide. Just relax those arms. And all I want you to do is turn out in your hips. So my legs haven't bent. I'm turning out, rotating, and then I'm immediately rotating into center. And we're just working some movement into this hip joint. And it's really tempting to start to bend the knees, particularly as we rotate into the center. So just try and keep the heels pressing into the wall and the legs as straight as you can. And as I'm doing this, my spine's staying neutral, and I've got a light engagement of my core. Just one more here. Okay, pause, and then take one foot wider, take the other foot wider on the wall, and then we go again. So we're turning out and center. So it feels so much easier to go out as I rotate into center. I can feel a tightness in my hips here. So just watch my feet, just check that you're not focusing on all this happening with the feet. See, I'm curling my toes and I'm rotating my ankles. The movement's coming from the hip. Your feet are moving in relation to what's happening at the hip joint. Okay, you're doing great. We're going to go 4 and 3. Remember to breathe. And 2, well done. And last one. Awesome. So slide one leg back, slide the other leg back, feet are hip distance apart, and then I want you to slide your left foot down the wall. Now I feel like I want to come closer to the wall. So I'm going to bring my feet onto the mat. I'm going to move in a fraction, because what I want is I want a right angle at this knee joint, my left knee. Slide your right foot back up the wall. Then I want you to bring the heels of your hands onto your hips And then your fingertips reach down towards your pubic bone. And this isn't to hold your pelvis in place, it's to give you feedback. So then connect that left foot into the wall. Keep your ribs heavy on the mat. Draw your navel in towards your spine. You're going to inhale and we're rotating in this hip joint. Heel staying against that wall and back to center. And I'm trying to keep this knee as still as I can. Press into the wall. Use your core. Breathe out. Rotate back to center. And again, breathing in. So if this left hip is starting to lift, if your lower back's lifting away from the mat, then reduce that range of movement. And don't expect your movement to be the same as mine. It can be more, it might be less. Okay, we're going to slide that foot down the mat. Okay, connect that right foot. So you want the foot, the knee, the hip in alignment. Slide that left foot off the mat. Now I already know that this hip tends to be tighter. So I'm just going to take it slow. Keep pressing that heel lightly into the wall. I'm using my core here. Now as I pull back, I can feel that my lower back wants to lift on that right side. So I'm going to reduce the movement for now. Work on creating a bit more stability here. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Big breath out. There, that's it. So just move your body, but listen to what your body's telling you. The mat's going to give you feedback. So you'll feel how your body is lifting or shifting on the mat, and then just try and work out what you need to do to correct that, to try and create some stability. So use this foot. We're not just resting it against the wall. Okay, you're going to go one more. Breathing in. Breathe out, center. Nice, well done. So then slowly slide the feet away. Take your time with this. Flex the feet just gently. And I'm trying to open out through both hips here. I'm not going to go too far. Navel to spine. Slowly come back to center. Turn out in the hips. Rotate out again. So I've got that rotation. Well done. Pause. Engage here and center. And 2 more times. Big breath in. Try and keep your upper body nice and relaxed. And breathe out. And then it's trying to make sure both hips, we're working evenly. Okay. We tend to not be symmetrical. We know that. So we're just doing the best that we can. Press into the wall. Nice. Slide the feet down the wall. Okay. So I'm going to take my feet just slightly wider. Okay. Soles of the feet on the floor, on the wall. So all 10 toes are down. Try not to roll onto the outside of my feet or onto my arch. Okay. Try and keep those knees pointing up towards the ceiling. Okay. And then just slowly rotate out here. So I'm rolling out onto the outside of that foot. Just let that knee drop, the hip open, and then roll back to center. Opposite side. Breathe in. And breathe out. So just watch. Walk your feet a little bit closer. Then as you rotate out here in this hip, your pelvis, your hip bone's not dropping on this side too much. So keep your core connected and rotate back to center. Firmly plant that foot and then opposite side. Breathe in. And breathe out. So just so you know, because it's hard to see from the camera angle, as I'm rolling out onto my foot, so the top part of my foot is still on the wall, but my heels come off the wall. Okay, and then roll back. And that's possibly more to do with the shape of my feet. Okay, and rotating out. And feel that work in my core. And then back to center. Well done. I want you to slide your feet up the mat. Okay, now actually bend your knees, sorry. And then come closer still to the wall. Okay, now slide one foot up the mat. And then, so I've gone left leg. If we do the same, okay, and then slowly lift that right foot again off the wall. And you're going to rest the heel, that right foot, just above that left knee. And then just turn out in this hip. So if that feels like you're too close to the wall, then move further away. And you can already feel a sense of opening in this hip. Okay, so try not to, again, let your pelvis twist at all or too much. And then start to slowly bring this foot down the wall. Okay, so that's opening this hip more. I can feel a stretch around this glute. And then I'm going to lift my heel away, pressing that big toe into the wall. And then I've got some kind of leverage here. I can press that toe into the wall and try and open this hip as much as I can. Just breathe here, relax your upper body and hold. So I'm turning out that knee, trying to keep my pelvis as still as I can, and I'm pushing into the wall with my left toe. And 3, hold that stretch. And 2. And 1 more. Slowly relax. Bring that foot back onto the wall. Okay, so I've got the foot flat against the wall. Slide your left foot up the wall. Can you hear the rain? It's absolutely started to pour down here. So we're going to bring our right heel. Oh, this hip feels a lot tighter. Okay, we're going to turn out in this hip. Okay, I'm just sharing that because you might be feeling the same as me on the other hip or this hip. Okay, just take your time. So first of all, I'm letting that hip open. I'm feeling that stretch. I'm feeling how I'm needing to connect here to stop my body really starting to twist. Then I'm starting to slowly lift that heel, right foot. I'm on the ball of that foot, which is bringing this knee closer towards me. And then I'm going to try and press that knee out and hold that position. And 4, and 3, and 2, and slowly relax. Bring that foot onto the wall. Now, if that felt fine, you're going to move a little bit closer to the wall. If that felt enough as it was, stay where you are because we're going to repeat it again. One more time on each side. So now we've moved further to the wall. We're going to be able to challenge that movement again a little bit more. So your knee, your foot is just above the knee, trying to square your body on the mat. Okay, so I'm turning that knee out, rotating out in this hip, trying to keep as square as I can here. I know I repeat the same things, but we forget. Okay, so I've got the foot flat against the wall, and this feels a lot more challenging already because we've come closer to the wall. Okay, I'm going to slide that foot a little bit further down. And then I'm slowly lifting that heel, slowly. And just seeing to where I can get. Okay, press your toe against the wall. Again, just trying to relax your upper body. Keeping that knee out nice and wide and hold here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that feels good. Foot flat on the wall and relax. Okay, reset. We're sliding. What are we doing? No, right foot stays against the wall. Right knee's bent. Slide that left foot against the wall. Okay, bend. Now I know this is going to be more challenging. Okay, we might have to, we're going to have to move a little bit further up the mat. Okay, so rotate out in this hip. Hold that position. Slide your right foot a little bit further down the wall. And then in your own time, start to lift your heel. Arch is lifting. I'm coming onto the ball of my foot. And then I'm up onto the tip of that big toe. I'm going to hold that position. 4. Obviously, you can hold it for longer if you want to. 2, 1. And slowly relax. Okay, we're going to extend the legs. Okay, so I'm going to move closer again to the wall. So it's getting harder to get near to the wall. So still more than a foot's length away from the wall. Okay, so we're going to do our zigzags. So we're taking the feet wider, but not to our maximum in terms of opening those hips. And I'm rotating out. So turning out in the hip joint. So heels stay pressing against the wall and then slide your feet down the wall. Can you see my knees have turned out? Bring those feet down the wall, rotate in here, knees are together and then slide those feet away. Turn out. Rotate in. Rotate to center. And slide out. Okay, we're just going to do 2 more here. If you feel that you can take those feet wider, then by all means do on this last one. Let's give it a try. Heels are pressing into the wall. Remember, we're trying to bring those knees together. Gently press them together. Extend here. Now we're going to reverse it. So we're rotating in the hip towards the center. We're sliding those knees together. Turn out, press those heels away. Rotate to center, draw those knees down. We're going out, press out. And 2 more. And out, and 1 more. And out. Slowly slide those legs together. Well done. You're going to bring your knee into your chest. Going to bring the other knee into your chest. And then I want you just to cross those feet over and just roll your knees round. Roll down around the other way. Okay, we're going to roll over onto our sides and we're going to come up to a 4-point kneeling position. So be careful. It's tricky when you're near to the wall. You might want to move a little bit further up your mat to give yourself space. Roll onto your side and then you're going to come up onto your knees. Okay, so come and join me. We're going to go quite close to the wall, really close to the wall. So you're going to come to a 4-point kneeling position. So depending on how tall you are, you might not be able to fit your hands and your knees on the mat. You might want to turn your mat the opposite way. So it's lengthways against the wall. So my hand, the outside of this hand is about 1 inch away from the wall. That's all. Okay, I've got a long spine, crown of the head's reaching forward, tailbone's lengthening away, and I'm drawing my navel up towards my spine. And I'm going to think about engaging my pelvic floor. I want you to bring your right hand in front of that left hand. You're going to bring this right elbow down, and so we've got that alignment here. Elbow, the hand, and the elbow and the outside of this right hand are about 1 inch away from the mat. Going to take your left hand a little bit wider. Okay, core's engaged. We're going to rotate, lift up this knee, and then slowly come down. So the reason we're doing this against the wall is the wall's going to stop you from shifting your weight over too much on that right side. You're going to have to engage here. You're going to keep moving as I talk to you. Your obliques are naturally going to engage to give you stability. So what I want you to think about, that breath out as you lift and inhale. So if you're not touching the wall as you lift up, then you're doing an amazing job of keeping that alignment. You're doing brilliantly, okay. We're going to go 2 more. Well done. We're going to go 1 more, lift and hold, and little pulses here. Engage your core. Breathe out. We're going to go 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come down. You're going to place your hands, both of them in front of you on the mat. Okay, we're staying close to this wall. We're going to take our left foot out to the side and then just center yourself. Okay, I'm taking my hips directly back towards my heel and I'm reaching that toe away. And again, we're using the wall, staying close to the wall, just to make sure that we're not hinging out on that right side. So it's going to help with our alignment. Breathe in. Oh, feels great. Okay, 1 more time. You've got this. So you can have the foot flat. You can have the toes reaching forwards. You can lift your toes up. So just again, play around with the position of the foot to give you the deepest stretch here on your inner thigh. And then slowly come up and you're going to come to the center. And then you know what's coming. We're going to turn around. At this point, you can take your socks off if you want to. Okay, don't expect it to be the same on this side. So again, only about 1 inch, the outside of this knee and the outside of this hand, we're close to the wall. You've got your hands under your shoulders. Again, finding that length through the neck, pelvic floor engaged, navel lifting towards your spine. So you're going to bring your left hand in front of you. You're going to bring that forearm down. We're going to take this right hand a little bit wider. Breathe in, engage your core. Exhale, we're going to lift here. And lower. And lift. And lower. Well done. So we're going for 8 repetitions here. And again. Give me 4 more. You've got this. You can have a rest if you need to. If 8 feels too much today, then go for 6, go for 4 and work up to 8. If 8 feels easy, then you're going to increase the numbers. Hold, and little pulses here. Keep thinking about your core. Okay, you've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly bring that knee down. Well done. Come up onto your hands. Hands are just slightly forward of your shoulders. And we're going to take that right leg out to the side. Okay, so make sure that you're not shifting away from the wall. We don't want to push into the wall or come away from it. Okay, core engaged. And then you're driving those hips back. Reach with the hands up the mat, away from you. And then slowly press forward and back. Well done. You've got 2 to go. So we're hinging back and forwards. Well done. Try and relax your shoulders. I just need to move this knee further onto the mat. There we go. And forwards. And relax. You're going to come into your rest position here. So we're going to bring this knee in. And we're going to bring our glutes, our sit bones towards our heels. Just resting your head on the mat. Relax your shoulders. Slowly slide those hands in towards your knees. And then thinking about your shoulder blades, let them glide down, round on the back of your rib cage. Just relax those shoulders and breathe here. Your hard work is done. Well done. Just stay on your mat and relax and enjoy being in the moment and congratulate yourself on your hard work. Well done. Thank you for joining me.